So my name is Anniken and I come from Bergen in Norway, and I studied one semester at the Otago Polytechnic in Dunedin, New Zealand. I study at what is now called the Faculty of Fine Art, Music and Design, that is under University of Bergen, and there I study fine arts, and I'm now on my second year of my master, and I went on my first year of my master's. I went to Dunedin, and I wanted to go there partly because this relationship I have to islands and the extremes on the planet, because I've been studying on Iceland before, and now I want to study in New Zealand to see, because it worked really well for me to study in Iceland, but I wanted to see if I could have that experience somewhere else. Found the program at Otago Polytechnic, and it correlated really well with my program in Bergen. They were focusing on the same stuff because I needed both the practical and the theoretical, and I needed English-speaking tutor, and they had that at Otago Polytechnic, so that's why I chose it. It is exciting with the Maori culture because, we have the Sami people in Norway, and they are. I compare it to the Maoris and how the New Zealanders really know a lot about Maori history and their culture, and in Norway it's not like that at all, because we know that the Sami people live in Finland, Sweden and Norway, but we don't really know about the history. So I think that's a really good thing about New Zealand, that everything is everyone knows about everyone's culture, and everyone is proud of everything that New Zealand is, in a way. When I arrived at Otago Polytechnic, under the art school there, I got there was two tutors given to me, one writing tutor and one more practical tutor, and they were really engaged and in my process, and they planned meetings with me every week. So I met my tutors every week, and they were actually expecting something of me to see what I've done every week. And I found it very helpful that I met them every week, and that I could I felt that someone was expecting something of me, and that made me have a good rhythm, and made me create good habits for myself in my working process. When I was in Dunedin, I developed this project that I called Watching Grass Grow, which is about time and how I want to experience time slower than it is now, because I feel everything is so fast. And I made a video project that I presented it in the Dunedin Public Library at the end of my semester. My tutors were really supportive, and it was actually one of my tutors' suggestions that I should contact the library to have my exhibition there. And my other tutor, she was like, yeah, you have to be on the front page of Otago Daily Times, and she sent all these emails to this press people, and were really, really helpful. I did plan the exhibition myself, but it wasn't mandatory for me to have an exhibition. My tutor really recommended me to do this exhibition before I start my last year of master. So when she told me that I had it was a good idea for me to have it, I initiated the whole thing. I contacted the library and this organization called Gig City Dunedin, and so I did it kind of with support from school, but I did it individually in a way. And it was a very good experience for me to present it to an audience, and also to an audience that is not a part of the school or a part of the art environment, just everyone in the city could go there and see it. So every week we had lectures and workshops, and that was really helpful for me to understand art theory and to have like a broader vocabulary, English vocabulary according to art, because I've kind of struggled with that before. But now I feel like I've lifted that to like another level. In these workshops we had different topics every week, and one of the weeks it was this woman that was talking about how to plan an exhibition, how to send applications, and how to write really like just straight to the point, like how to do it. And that's something I've been missing, someone telling me how to do this, because sometimes it's really abstract to work with art, but this was just like really do this, and that was so helpful for me. I found my tutors really helpful to me because I'm going to write my master thesis in English in 1 year, and to have an English-speaking person help me with my English texts really like raised my English level to another level in a way, and was super helpful. And my other tutor was also so nice and engaged, because when we were having meetings she always said like we instead of you, like we need to do this, we need to look at this, instead of saying you. And I felt like that was really a good way of putting the frame of how we talk to each other in a way. My tutors were very motivational, and they were always like super positive to everything I did, and motivating in a really positive way. Yeah. Yes, I found the facilities very good because the school itself is quite small, but they have like all you need, I would say. For my sake, I didn't really use a lot of the workshops, but I used a lot of the tech, like I borrowed cameras and equipment like lights and a TV and all these kind of things. But they also have textile studios, they have jewelry studios, they have sculpture, they have wood workshops, they have like a lot of stuff. So if you want to like work hands-on with something, it's really a good place to go, and they have skilled technicians that you can ask and they can help you. My experience in New Zealand was very good, and I feel like at least for my artistic practice, I got some answers and I got a bit further because I was a bit stuck before. And also, just by traveling and seeing the country, I got so many great experiences that I will remember forever, or at least a very long time. I found my stay in New Zealand really, it encouraged me to really work a lot more with my project, because now I have like a really good plan, and that was New Zealand's fault in a way, that I now have like a lot of will to work. Yeah, I would really recommend going to New Zealand, whatever you study, I guess. And just to get the experience that you can travel to the other side of the planet and be independent, and like I can do everything now, because you get really a lot of confidence in doing it.